My friends, and welcome to another episode on the Electric Viking. Now, the Chinese EV market has gone absolutely ballistic this year, and honestly, this is not clickbait. This is not me telling you, hey, watch my video because, this happened. It's actually me telling you just the truth and the facts. The EV market is going insane this year in China. There's no question about it. This is really a tipping point. What I think is happening is that thanks to Chinese subsidies, vehicle makers like Wuling, SAIC, and GM have come together, been able to make cars like the Wuling Hongguan Mini EV, sell them for $4,000, make $20 in profit, but then make $1,000 on EV subsidies from the Chinese government. What it means is it's making these sorts of vehicles possible. Without the Chinese government providing these subsidies, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I like the Chinese government, I'm just saying this is what they're doing. Without them doing this, then vehicles like this wouldn't be possible. What it means is that mass market, not everyone, but most people now in China can actually afford a vehicle, an EV. Add to that BYD manufacturing EVs now and selling them at the same price as they do their petrol vehicles, and you see BYD's market share for EVs, well, the makeup of EVs coming from BYD, meaning representing 80% of all cars sold by BYD this year. You can see how the market is just on the verge of absolutely exploding. Now, at the start of the year, EVs made up around about 8% market share in China. In June, they represented 15%, almost doubled in a matter of only 6 months. About 235,000 plugins were sold in June, which, like I said, translated to a 15% market share. So what does this mean? Well, plug-in electric car sales are surging in China to new record levels as multiple models are selling better than ever. Now, what you've got to understand here is this is the tip of the iceberg. There is more and more EVs coming to market. They're going to be even cheaper than the $4,000 Wuling Hongguan Mini. There are vehicles that are even smaller but will fit two people and are even cheaper than that vehicle. There's a whole onslaught of new EVs coming soon from BYD, from NIO, from Li Auto. There's so many from MG, from SAIC. There's so many vehicles coming to the market over the next year that this, like I said, is just the tip of the iceberg. And I think the Chinese are starting to see diesel and petrol vehicles as being old technology, which they are. Now, in June, of those 15% plug-in vehicles, an incredible 12% were full EVs. So only 3% were plug-in hybrids. The remaining 12% were full EVs. As you can see, plug-in hybrids are not that popular in China. And in fact, that actually mirrors most of the world right now. Now, if you have a look at the chart here from Inside EVs, you can see this incredible surge in the popularity and the sales of plug-in electric vehicles in China. And this chart is represented in most Western countries around the world right now. So far this year, about 1.1 million passenger plug-in cars were sold, and around 10% of those were EVs. So 1.1 million EVs have been sold in China already this year. Now, obviously, we're going to see more than 2 million EVs sold in China this year, potentially 2.5 million, and I think you're going to see a doubling of that in 2022 to 5 million. So what were the best-selling models for the month? Well, there was an interesting mix of very small entry-level EVs like the Wuling Great Wall, or a Black Cat, and Chang'an Benny EV, and hot market leaders like Tesla, BYD, and others. Now, number one was a Wuling Hongguan Mini EV with 29,000 sales. Number two was the Tesla Model 3 with 16,500 sales. Number 3, the Tesla Model Y with 11,600. Number 4, BYD Quin Plus PHEV with 9,270. Number 5, Li Xiang 1 E-Rev, 7,700. Number 6, the Great Wall Aura Black Cat with 6,500. Number 7, the Chang'an Benny EV with 6,400. Number 8, GAC Aeon S with 6,000. Number 9, BYD Han EV with 5,800. Number 10, the BYD Song Pro PHEV with 5,500. Now, what about year-to-date sales? Well, year-to-date, Wuling Hongguan Mini EV leads the charge with 181,810 sales. I believe that is only because they are production constrained, and if they weren't production constrained, they would have hit more like 250,000 so far this year. Now, number 2 is Tesla Model 3 with 85,000 sales. Number 3 is the Tesla Model Y with 46,000 sales. Now, obviously, Tesla has reduced the prices of their base model Tesla Model Y, and the same thing with the Tesla Model 3, both of those using lithium iron phosphate batteries from CATL, which allows Tesla to significantly reduce prices. I think you'll see further reduced prices from Tesla over the next 6 months, which will obviously lead to more demand for Tesla vehicles within China. In fourth place is the BYD Han EV with 39,000 sales. Fifth is Great Wall Aura Black Cat with 32,000 sales. Sixth is the GAC Aeon S with 30,000 sales. Seventh, Li Xiang 1 EREV with 30,000. Eighth, the Chang'an Benny EV with 29,000. Ninth, Sherry EQ with 27,000. And in 10th place is the BYD Quin Plus PHEV with 21,370. Now, I expect this sales chart will dramatically change over the next 12 months. I believe, personally, I'm very confident that BYD EA1 or the BYD Dolphin will smash these sales charts and definitely jump up into the top 5. And I also think there's a good chance that the BYD Yuan Pro or the Yuan Plus will also break into the top 5. Now, both of those vehicles will be using BYD's new E-Platform 3.0 with its Blade battery, its new skateboard system, at the same price as comparable diesel and petrol vehicles from their own company and from other companies. And I believe you're going to see those vehicles sell like crazy in China. Now, recently, Ernst & Young forecast EVs to exceed ICE vehicle sales 5 years sooner than previously forecast, down to 2031 in China. Now it's 2021 and we're already at 15%. Do you think they're right? I don't think they are. I think you're going to see EV sales surpass ICE vehicle sales by 2025 in China. And that is a good thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.